Hello, this is Miho from Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental and physical health are good and fit. So today, talking about the habit, changing your habit to new one or desirable one. Yes, it's easier said than done. I've been through that many years. And you try it, and after a while, when you realize you're going back to your old self, old habits, it just cannot sustain it as a part of you. And you wonder why. So, in order to keep your new habits, it really requires the body and mind to get familiar with that new habits. That takes time. When you think about the habits you have, it didn't just show up yesterday. The habit is something that you accumulated over the year or years or majority of your lifetime. Then you want a different results. You want different way of living. You want to improve your quality of life. So you wanted to have a different habits to enhance your life. That means it will take time because you develop that habit, old habit that you want to change into new habit over the years. So it will take time to make it the new one. Then I could hear people say, that's too frustrating. I don't have enough time. I want instant results right away. I felt the same way. You know, everything is fast. You want to get it done. I want to get, results, right away. So there are ways of doing that. Like you lose 5 pounds in 5 days, or you quit smoking in a day, or you're financially successful in 48 hours. And there are people who've done it, and there are so many examples there. But it bursts. It doesn't sustain. Maybe you lost 5 pounds in 5 days, but a month later, you're back to that old weight, or maybe rebound, like you regained maybe 10 pounds. It doesn't sustain. Or you quit smoking in a day, a month later, you're smoking more. Or your financial, the same way, like you got so much money, but because you're not prepared to spend or to have that money mentally, so that you spent in wasteful ways and back to zero or back even the minus. So those stories are out there as well if you pay attention to it. So the habit's something that you want to sustain, especially the good ones. So in order to get rid of the bad habits or something that you want to improve from the existing habits, you just accept it will take some time. And then you feel like, oh, it's so frustrating to think that way because I don't have enough time. I want to see the results right away. But you will see the results, but not like a bursting results, like instant way, which will dissipate in a few weeks or a few months, and you have whole life to develop the habits. And it's not like you start changing your habits and you don't see the results like 10 years down the road. You will see the progress, and you go through the process and your conscious level starts to go up. You will grow yourself. You learn so much more knowledge. So you start to implement in your life. While you're doing that, your conscious levels go up so that you start to looking at the life at a different level. Then you start to attract quality of informations or people with quality mindset, and you start to really get stimulated or inspired by those new level. And then you shift and then shift. So it's in the process you learn and grow so much. And changing the new habits, you accept it will take a time because the body and mind needs to get familiar with it, this new habits. So it will take some time to transform in that way, but it will become a part of you, a part of your routine or part of your lifestyle. That's what you really need to have your new habit in place that sustain in your lifestyle. And you think it would take so much time like it took to develop these old habits. Maybe it's years or maybe a lifetime, but it won't take that many years to develop the new habit because it's called the law of accelerations. For instance, when you start the car and you start moving, it will take a lot of energy to get the car moving. But once it starts moving, it will go really smoothly without not much effort or energy as it did initially. Same for the airplane. It takes so much energy to go up in the air, in a runway to up in the air, and once you go up in a certain point, the cruising altitude, it just goes. So it's kind of same idea. Initially, it takes a lot of effort and energy to change from old habits to the new habits. You have to pay more attention to it. You might really, take a lot of frustrations or a lot of adjustments. But once you get going, it will be much smoother ride. And also you need to remember that it comes with the ups and downs. You just think as a set of it's better to think it comes with changing the new habits. So ups and downs is like some days it's really good and then you hit the really good the number, and then it goes down and you feel like, oh my god, like all my effort's gone. But it's not really. It just goes up and down, up and down. It's a part of it, and you learn to regain and sustain. And you don't need to really beat yourself up. It has its own rhythms, like a life. Life doesn't go up straight up consistently. It has ups and down and ups and down. That's very natural. It's just that you know where you're going, so you don't go down so deep because it takes so much effort to come up, so that you kind of dip down but you can go up. And when you think as a new habit as a long span, it really helps you to really grow your habits, not just instant thing and it bursts and it dissipate and back to the old self or even worse. So you think it as a long, it's like a marathon run, and it will not take as long as the time that you develop the old habits because of this law of accelerations. So it will get going at first. It just seems so hard because it's a big adjustments, but once it gets going, it go really smoother than you think. And you need to feel this by yourself. So don't think too much about it, and you think as if like, okay, let me just do it and try it and see what happens. And actually doing it is much better than thinking about it and wait for the timing to be perfect. There would be no perfection, and you'll be waiting for the long time to have this perfect moment. So when you feel this urge to change, that's the timing. And it doesn't need to be perfect, doesn't need to have everything is up and up, and that's part of it. To be up and down and up and down, that's fine, but you're doing something to change. If you want a different results, you need to do something different than right now. That's how you get the different results. So just do something different. That's the start, and you will accelerate really fast. You'll see. Okay, try that and see you next video.